From wanting power to presidential bid, guess what might happen in UDA and ODM broad-based marriage? This is Lens Pulse KE, and my good name is Mercy Kamene. Welcome back to this analysis. Today we have seen a viral video going everywhere in social platform that Oburu Odinga has threatened the government, that is UDA Kenya Kwanza, that is led by William Samuel Ruto, who is the president, that if he is not going to agree with their request, then the marriage might be broken anytime soon. Do you know what? There are some things that the broad-based government and ODM, whenever they were going to make that marriage, there are some things that they agreed. And one of those things is about whether we are going to agree in zoning or we are not going to agree in zoning. And that is what is bringing a very hostile politics in between UDA and ODM. Remember, Hassan Omar, the UDA SG, some few weeks ago, he said, we are not going to agree with this thing of zoning, because zoning, it is something that has affected many regions in this Kenya. You remember in Nyanza, when you talk about Nyanza, when Oburu Odinga was alive, he was just raising someone's hand, and that is how you are being elected. But this time round, the president and his brigade in UDA Kenya Kwanza, they have demolished anything about zoning. Gladys Wanga, we have seen her crying each and every time, saying that in our region, we are not going to agree anything to do with UDA. What is happening here? And what might happen anytime soon? And this is what is going to happen. Right now, we have Kaluma, we have Gladys Wanga, we have Oburu Odinga, we have Junet Mohammed. These are the broad-based people. So of late, we have not heard anything from Junet Mohammed. The only person whom we have heard from him is Gladys Wanga, who is complaining about disrespect for their party, ODM, from the UDA party. But what is happening with Junet Mohammed? Because we remember very well, Junet Mohammed was the honeybill of this party ODM when they were joining UDA. Remember what they said? That Raila Odinga left them in broad-based government, and this is the government that they are going to be there. They are going to support the government. And of course, they joined the praise and worship team of Tutam. Something that has lost them and something that has lost the interest of the people, because right now as we talk, people are telling Junet Mohammed, the likes of Gladys Wanga, Oburu Odinga, that we don't need you anytime now, because we want you, but you never listened. We told you that Ruto is just against ODM party, and his great aim is to finish and destroy ODM once and for all, but they never listened. We remember the words of the working constitution, that is governor of Siaya, James Orengo. He told them that trust Ruto at your own risk. Ruto is the no trust man, because anytime he changes, remember James Orengo told them, remember Mount Kenya, they gave Ruto around 4 to 5 million votes, but you the people, you never voted for this government. You just get in the government through the back door, and now you are pretending to be the owner of this government. When the Kikuyus, the Mount Kenya people, they supported this government, but for now they are not in the government because Ruto went against them, betrayed them. That is betrayal in the city. So Orengo want these people, the likes of Kina Oburu and other ODM and broad-based brigades, but they never listened. Now they started crying. What do they want Kenyans to do? Because Kenyans of course, they talked anything bad against these Kenyans whom are saying that they are not for the 2-term. We are for the 1-term. They never wanted to listen. They never wanted anybody who was saying 1-term. Remember what happened for Sifuna, likes of Otosi? They were being taken away from the party. Sifuna is just fighting for the SD of that party. But of course, they replaced him with the likes of Omanyo, someone who cannot read an English, a very small English. Someone who does not understand the meaning and the role of SG, the General Secretary of a party. Sifuna was the only man to make that party strong because Sifuna has that energy and has that a power to call upon the Kenyans to continue registering in this party. But you remember what happened when they replaced Sifuna with Omanyo? People started coming out of the party. They said, without Sifuna, we are not going to stay here. And remember, the big number in ODM party, they are the lawyers. And of course, they exited from that party, and now they want their son Sifuna to come back home and give them some other party to follow, because he was replaced. They have no power, they have no home in ODM. So things are going to be worse as we expect some things to happen in this Kenya before 2027. ODM is going to face a very historic and hostile ground in this 2027 as we approach the general election. Now, anytime soon, we are expecting Oburu Odinga and his brigade, likes of Oburu, Junet, and the Kaluma, those people, to exit from broad-based government. And my conclusion is, the only thing that they have to do is to exit from broad-based government, because, of course, William Samoei Ruto, he is not going to agree and maybe fulfill their request of not zoning his own people of UDA in Nyanza. That is in just omit Kisii, and you're just left with Homa Bay, Kisumu, and Migori. The 3 counties, and that is what Wanga and Oburu, they are fighting for Ruto not to penetrate in their region, because of course, if Ruto, it happens today for Ruto to penetrate in Nyanza, in those 3 counties of Luo Nation, then be sure Wanga must go home, likes of Kaluma must go home, likes of Oburu must go home. And that is what they don't want now, because they want power. The only thing that they have stood with is, we want power. If there is no power, then we are not going to stay in this broad-based government. So my good people, just expect a divorce between UDA and ODM, because Ruto is not going to agree anything about ODM, because of course William Samoei Ruto knows ODM has already been destroyed and they have separated from likes of Sifuna. Sifuna has gone out with everybody, the young people, the middle people, the elders. He has gone with all the people. ODM is just left for the very few people back in Nyanza. So Ruto knows very well that Oburu Odinga, likes of Junet, Gladys Wanga, they will never help him to maybe to garner any some good votes from the Nyanza region. So Ruto might go back to Mount Kenya. Let me just put a full stop there, because tomorrow I'll be here to explain everything, whatever might happen between the 2 parties. My good name is Mercy Kamene. Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. And of course, you can still join our partnership as a royal friend of this channel. If you want to support us, of course, you can just support us in any way you wish. Thank you so much, and God bless you.